Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the bishops of GMS as well, in no particular order. Of course, the apostles. Anyway, Shalom to the elect. Let me say it again. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, the elders, the leaders of GMS as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anah. I'm back with another video, and I titled it pretty long. I actually don't remember it, and I don't know what I could say and can't say, but the title is something along the lines of this title here. Now, this is a rival to, Musk brain implant. We'll just see what happens, right? This is a rival company to the Neuralink, basically. The device, the M.O.T.B, relating to Revelations 13:16, that Musk is, making the Neuralink, right? So this is a rival to that, and basically they're further ahead with basically more patients, and I actually believe that they started before Neuralink even got to start, But I guess for some reason Musk is the face of it, and that could be why he came out as this guy billionaire, Musk, Tesla truck and all of that, to put his face out there for people to see him, this, that, and third. You get familiarized with him, and now he's investing or doing whatever he's doing with Neuralink. Musk Neuralink rival Synchron will soon launch brain implant trials for stroke and MS patients. Billionaire investors of the brain-computer interface (BCI) device includes Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. So we got a hit. Synchron Inc., a rival to Elon Musk Neuralink brain implant startup, is preparing to recruit patients for a large-scale clinical trial required to seek commercial approval for its device. The company's chief executive told Reuters, that's another, media outlet, program, news article, this thing here. Synchron on Monday plans to launch an online, this is 4/8/2024 when it was posted up here. It's April 4th, 2024. Synchron on Monday plans to launch, and today is 6/5/2024. Synchron on Monday plans to launch an online registry for patients interested in joining a trial meant to include dozens of participants, and has received interest from about 120 clinical trial centers to help run the study, CEO Thomas Oxley said in an interview. Let's see this guy. So this will be the face of this rival to Neuralink. There you go. Six days ago. Part of this registry is to start to enable local physicians to speak to patients with motor impairment. He said, "There's a lot of interest, so we don't want it to come in a big bottleneck right before the study we'll be doing." New York-based Synchron is further along in the process of testing its brain implant than Neuralink. Both companies initially aim to help paralyzed patients type on a computer using devices that intercept brain signals, right? Or interpret brain signals. So, though they come crouching humbly with smooth words saying, look, this is good for you, this will help you, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be, this is the M.O.T.B, that mark which we shall not get, or you will be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord, right? Synchron receives U.S. authorization for preliminary testing in July 2021 and has implemented its device in 6 patients, right? So Neuralink is trying to find his second patient, or he already got his second patient. I'm not too sure, but these people here, so they say, has already implemented its device in 6 patients. Prior testing in 4 patients in Australia showed no serious adverse side effects, the company has reported. Synchron will be analyzing the U.S. data to prepare for the larger study while awaiting authorization from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to proceed. Oxley said Synchron and the FDA declined to comment on the expected timing of that decision. Let me read that again. Synchron will be analyzing the U.S. data to prepare for larger study while awaiting authorization from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to proceed, Oxley said. Synchron and the FDA declined to comment on the expected timing of that decision. The company aims to include patients who are paralyzed due to degenerative diseases such as this word and these. Mount Sinai in New York, the University at Buffalo Neurosurgery, and the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center are collaborating on a preliminary study. Synchron said it hopes to involve these centers in the larger trial. Dr. David Lackamis, chief of UPMC's neuromuscular division, said his team is still participating in the preliminary human testing. Let's see what I'm pretty sure some of you know what this means already. I kind of got a little understanding of what it means. Proceeding and leading up to the main part, matter or business, introductory, preparatory, basically the beginning, stages before the grand finale, or the main, not the grand finale, but just the main testing, I guess, and in this case. And said, and the study is going well. Subjects continue to be monitored for safety, and an extensive amount of data are being collected as the brain implant is being used, he said. A much larger pivotal trial is in the planning stages. Pivotal trial is in the planning stages. The Department of Neurosurgery in the Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences at the University of Buffalo has 2 patients in the small trial. Our site has enrolled the first and only stroke patient, as we feel this is a significant population that can benefit. So they're saying, the people that have strokes will benefit more from this M.O.T.B. And said Department Chair Dr. Eld Levi, we are optimistic and excited about the next phases of this technology. Synchron, whose investors include billionaires Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, and Neuralink compete in a niche. So, I don't know if this is saying Neuralink, which is Elon Musk, also invested into Synchron, but they're rivals. I don't know if that's what that's saying. Synchron, whose investors include billionaires Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, and Neuralink compete in a niche of so-called brain-computer interface BCI devices. Such devices use electrodes that penetrate the brain or sit on its surface to provide direct communication to computers. No company has received final FDA approval to market a BCI brain implant. Synchron's device is delivered to the brain via the large vein that sits next to the motor cortex in the brain instead of being surgically implanted into the brain cortex like Neuralinks. So basically, this device that Synchron does sits on the brain, basically in a special place, but Neuralink is like embedded into the brain. Neuralink, which has mainly announced developments on Musk's social media platform X, did not respond to questions about its clinical trials. So, once again, that's why I said, he's kind of like the face of what's going on here, get people, gradually accepted of this. The company has so far announced that it implemented its device in one paralyzed patient. Testing an implant in stroke patients can be particularly challenging, as an individual's brain may be so severely damaged that there isn't sufficient neural signaling to record. The FDA has asked Synchron to screen stroke patients using a non-invasive test to determine whether they would respond to an implant, Oxley said. They want to expand the market to people who have a stroke severe enough to cause paralysis because if limited to quadriplegia, the market is way too small to be sustainable. Kip Ludwig, former program director for neuroengineering at the U.S. National Institute of Health, said of Synchron. In 2020, Synchron reported that the patients in its Australian study could use its first-generation device to type in an average of 16 characters, so they're using it to do things with the computer. It says in May, Synchron said it acquired an equity stake in medical component maker. This is what this is. As it looks to boost manufacturing, so make more of these chips, Musk has approached Synchron about an investment in the past, Reuters reported. So you can see these two are obviously kind of synced up in some way. I don't know if Musk is also pouring into this Synchron place. Oh, I got that right here. Shalom to Yashawamba, Elder Yashawamba. All right, let's see what this says right here. It says it's technology company that supplies thin film components to the healthcare industry, in particular to medical device OEMs. So basically, they make micro technology for little things that go on your right hand or your forehead. I guess that added something right there. All right, so we already know. Revelations, I don't got it pulled up. So yeah, I mean, basically, this company is further ahead than Neuralink, with 6 patients and trying to expand and grow and get more. Revelations 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. There you go, there's a key, so you can kind of understand what's going on here. It's something that you're going to use to buy and sell that goes into your body. It is not sin or political and all the sources or whatever. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Right? That man being Esau Edom. And his number is 666. Now I got some stuff pulled up, which is 666 here.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Xi, stigma. Chi, Xi, stigma.
Right, so chi, psi, stigma, right? And if you go into it, this X here is, when they crossed out Yahweh Shai in Babylon the Great, X them out, replacing with Caesar Borgia and all the other false doctrines and different false messiahs and gods, right? We got Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is Babylon the Great, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, right? So they X'd out Yahweh Shai. And then you have Psi, which goes into their wisdom. and stigma, which is the mark. So we got here charagma. This is from Revelations 13:16. This is a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead of the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon horses. All right, so it's just a mark, an imprinted mark. We got here pulled up Galatians 6:17, and you go to that word mark, which is stigma. It says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name of the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods, right? So anyway, that's what Esau Edom is trying to do. You know, he's trying to take you away, mark you, make you his own. Get Galatians 6:17. From henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the M.O.T.B, another step forward. You have another company here that's further along than Neuralink. So great things are happening. You know, what a time to be alive in these last days when all the prophecies are coming to pass. This is still coined the year, hopefully of Jacob's trouble. You know, and we're hastening the day of the Lord. You know, and we're hoping that these things come to pass so we can get up out of here because this shit is ridiculous. So yeah, with that, hope you was edified. Shalom to the leg.